It's been a while since I released video about my RPG game. It's been exactly 5 months. Today I want to tell you why I haven't released any update for my RPG game for so long and what is the future of the game. In order to explain why I'm releasing this video and why there hasn't been update of the RPG game for so long, I have to tell you a short story. I started making game in December 2024. I enjoyed making it and I decided to release a video on YouTube, and that's how I made my most popular video so far, which has almost 10,000 views. Support from you guys has been unbelievable and it motivated me to continue making the game. I left my job in January because I needed a change. I was working as a sales manager and I started to feel that I needed to do some time off and maybe try something different in my life. I decided to take a couple of months off to start a new job and work on my games for that time being. I had a lot of time and that's why the progress of my RPG game was very fast. But in March I realized that I have one unfinished game called Banisher. Do you know what Banisher is? Banisher is a horror game inspired by games like Phasmophobia or Devlog, where you hunt ghosts using various rituals. You can play it on Steam and support me as indie creator. Thank you! So I decided to finish the game Banisher and release it on Steam. In March I finally managed to find a job as software support and I was supposed to start working in April. Here is the first problem I want to talk about today. My RPG game required constant development as it was a very big project, even though I believed I could handle it on my own. I had a lot to learn in my new job and I also had to finish Banisher and there was no time for open world game. So months passed and when I opened RPG project after a long time I realized that it's really huge project for just one person. In an open world game, developer has to think about a lot of things. Where the player can go and where he can't, what tasks he can accept and when, what items he can find and which ones he can't. This is how things started to pile up until I finally realized hard truth about solo game development. A lot of times we want to make big games as indie developers, where we can do anything we want, and a lot of times it's beyond our capabilities and abilities. It would be impossible to work on a big open world game alongside my new job, and that's why I had to make difficult decision to leave this project as it is and work on smaller games that I can create alongside my work. I apologize to everyone who came to my channel because of this game and I hope you won't leave now. This is also a reality of indie creator and we have to learn from it and move on. I learned a lot of things while making RPG game and I will definitely use a lot of them in my next games. By the way, I will be releasing video on my new project I've been working on for a few weeks, so don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss it. There is one big lesson from this whole situation, and that is that as solo developer I should rather make smaller games that I can finish. Game development is both financially and time consuming, and since my games that I have released so far have not been very successful, I can't go on the road of full-time indie game developer yet, even though that is my dream. This video is for information only and it may be the last video about my RPG game. As I say, I'm planning to focus on smaller games now, maybe make some money from smaller games to get back money I spent on assets. And I really hope you won't be mad at me for having to put this project on hold, but I hope you will understand. If you want to support me, you can play my game Banisher on Steam and leave a review. It will help me a lot in creation of my next games because I need the feedback to improve myself. That's all for today's video. Don't forget to subscribe, like and comment, and I will see you in the next videos.